Let me see. Okay, that should be recording. Okay. So first of all, I'm excited you guys all jumped on. So today is going to be, like I said, like a lot of updates. There's a lot of things happening with corporate. There's a lot of things happening with our team. So I just want to make sure everybody's caught up to speed. So first and foremost, let's just talk about some of like the corporate stuff that's kind of happening, and then we'll get into the fun stuff with our team. So we all have discount codes that it's like 12 days left of the month or whatever. We all have discount codes for challenge packs that are in your email. So make sure you're checking those out, and anybody that's getting enrolled in challenge with a challenge pack, make sure you're sending them a discount code. Those are like $10 off of the challenge packs, and those expire at the end of the month. So push for that. It's kind of a nice little thing that you can use to your advantage to just, when you're talking about people's cards and all that kind of stuff, and oh yeah, I have an exclusive, whatever for you, here's your $10 off code. You can only use each of those codes one time, so you just need to keep track of which ones you're giving out. They don't like copy and paste necessarily, so just like when you look at your email, just screenshot it on your phone, crop the picture to the one that you're wanting to send them or something. That's what I've been doing. That way I can kind of keep track of those. So those will be gone at the end of August, so try to utilize those. Let's see. For those of you guys that are new, just remember that there's Success Starter, and that's always an awesome thing to take advantage of. If you are brand new, if you hit Success Club 5 or 10 or anything higher, 3 months in a row, you get like an exclusive call, some trainings, call with corporate, like all this stuff that they give you. But then also, by being a Success Starter, you get a free ticket to Summit as well, which is awesome. Saves you a lot of money that way. And I know I took advantage of that when I started as a coach, and it was great. Just a free trip to Summit. So yeah, jump on that if you're brand new. Let's see, on the 12th, so 6 days ago, collagen is now the collagen powder. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. It's tasteless, and you can add it to anything. Like I know my mom adds it to her coffee. I add it to my shake or my Energize. Like it doesn't really matter. You can't taste it in anything. But it is now in Canada as well. So US and Canada have their hands on that. So if you're talking to anybody from there, that can be an easy add-on into a cart that they'll love it as well. They're always like the other countries are always a step behind, but like just keep track of when things arrive in different places. But it is now available. If you have never hit Success Club and you hit Success Club 5, you will get a Jericho bobblehead this month, which is exciting for those of you guys that are doing Money Meltdown 100. If you have already hit Success Club before in your life, you just have to hit Success Club 10 and you'll get that. They added 3 new videos to Be Mindset, so be aware of that. There's 3 new, I forget exactly what they are, but go and explore that. There's 3 new ones that they added in there. So if you've played around with Be Mindset, dive in. There's a couple extra ones in there now. And I think it goes along with stuff in regards to the performance line and daily sunshine and stuff like that they now have in there. Through the rest of August, there's $10 off of Recover. So whether you're doing the regular Recover or the vegan Recover, it's $10 off. So if you guys need it yourself, or just so that you know for your customers as well, that they have that as well. So they kind of announced a lot of things at Summit of like different things that were happening with our commissions and team volume and personal volume. And if you're brand new, this might be a lot for you guys to understand, but now we offer apparel, so clothing on Beachbody's website, and we get, commissions and all that based on if people buy clothing through, and they're our customers. So check out the line. There's some awesome stuff. It's a lot of this, like there's so much cute stuff on there. So I've already gotten some of that. Commissions, they upped the amount of commissions that we get from 10% to 20%. We make more commissions on the apparel. The team volume goes from 10 to 20, and our personal volume is staying at 75%. So you'll kind of see how that, but you'll be making great income based on if anybody's wanting to do that. So that'll be a great thing to just like at least make sure that your people are aware of, that they can purchase clothing, and it's really high quality, and like it's really good workout. Like those are like my favorite workout pants that I have are Beachbodies. Like they're really good. August, let's see, 19th, so tomorrow through the 26th, there's 10% off of the 3-day refresh kit. So just be aware of that if you guys need it, or if anybody you know needs it. might as well take an extra discount on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that was everything that I gathered from corporate stuff. And a lot of this stuff, if you guys explore your back office, they constantly put news updates, like business updates and things like that. Otherwise, on the National Wake Up Call every Monday morning, they'll talk about a lot of these different things too as those things happen. So that's a great place to check stuff out. So always be mindful that there's like every single Monday morning is a National Wake Up Call, and you can watch those again because they're like 10 o'clock in the morning if you're Central Time, which is like super inconvenient, but you can pop back on there and listen to them. They're live videos, and then they post the live videos. So if you go to it's like Team Beachbody Coach 411 or something like that is the Facebook page, and you can just do the live. Otherwise, they have a podcast as well, and they load all those on. So either place, the morning wake up calls are usually a lot of good info, and they always have like a guest speaker who talks on something about the business, giving you the new strategies for whatever, inviting, adding to your network, whatever they do. But every week is different, and those are really good information. They're just like 40 minutes long, maybe something around there. So those are that. Some other things just to be, mindful of. New coach calls are every Monday night still. I know there's a couple weeks where I think it got a little bit off, but it'll be every Monday with, this is with Bod Squad. So they do the new coach calls every Monday night. And those are so helpful if you are like, even if you're not new but you're trying to like launch your business and take it up a notch, those are really great because they're just lots of common questions, people sharing a lot of good strategies as you guys get going. And it's kind of just an open forum to ask whatever questions you might have. And it's an awesome way to connect with other people as well. The time of those, I'm not sure, I forget. I think it's posted on there, but it's somewhere around 8 o'clock at night. But it's always posted, and I usually tag all of you guys in there anyway. But every Monday night that happens, and they kind of rotate on who's hosting it, but there's tons of people, and so you'll get a lot of different viewpoints, which is good. So we have as a team, and you guys can feel free to chime in if you guys have questions or whatever as we go here, but I just want to keep this, respectful of your guys' time on a Sunday night. So we also have mastermind calls that we have started officially with our team, and those are for anybody who is Emerald and above. As far as I'm concerned, being Emerald is a choice. Like, we all know that, like, just 2 people. Like, that just means that you're working your business, right? Like, and if you are working your business, you are invited onto the mastermind calls, which are, what did we decide that those were going to be? It's every other Tuesday? Yeah, every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. we're doing mastermind calls, and those are going to be really fun. We just started them. The next one is this week in 2 days, and they're going to be on something very business building focused. So on getting into the nitty gritty of like, working your Instagram stories to the best of your abilities, or maybe it's on like how to, like, different apps that we use to make our business work better. It could be like we might have guest speakers in there that are gonna highlight different areas of the business to give you guys different feedback. It's gonna be just very, very business driving forward calls, and you have to be Emerald or above to be on those. So those are gonna be, every other Tuesday. Mentorship calls, I'm sure you guys know about these. Mentorship calls are for my runners, so whoever is doing their things on a consistent basis, we do mentorship calls, and those are with Brooke and I. And so we give you our time on whether a weekly or bi-weekly basis to really dig in. Like, we pull up your back office and we dig in and help you. And we strategize, like, the next person, this is where you place them. We go into everything and try to drive your business forward as quickly as we can. Those are not necessarily for walkers or, those kinds of people who are just kind of dabbling, just simply because you guys have all the tools that you need. These are to the people who want to make a huge income with this business, who want to, not necessarily leave their full-time job, but that might be something that applies to them, but people who are hungry and eager to like run. So we are going to be, we do those, we've been doing them for a while. So mentorship calls, if you're not sure if you qualify, I have an eval for you to fill out. Just let me know and we will dig into that as well to figure out if that's something that's going to be a good fit for what you're trying to achieve. Just because we are super, super mindful of Brooke's time. Of course, you guys all know that I have lots of coaches. She has even more coaches, so it's like, it's a lot. But for runners, we do those mentorship calls. Let's see, what else was I Stuff about our challenge group, a couple things about our current virtual gym. Expectations, you guys can chime into what you guys would like to see of each other, but from me, my expectation is my coaches should be showing up every single day in the challenge group. Like that is a non-negotiable, because first and foremost, as coaches, we are being proof of the products. We're living our own health journey. So that to me is, I run the group and I put all the scheduled posts on there for you guys. But my expectation in return is that you guys are showing up and checking in and sharing like a coach. So practice your coach skills. So go live whenever you have something important to share. Share some random thing you found on Pinterest or a video that really spoke to you. I mean, share your podcast. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is but just take on a coach role within the group. And you guys should be like my rock star challengers, right? Because we set the tone for what we want other people to do. So coaches should be coaches and be showing up and engaged and commenting on people's stuff, whatever. Just being like a rock star challenger is all I ask from you guys. So if you aren't already doing that, try to make that a priority, because that's how we keep our team volume going up. And as how our team works is not like, we are not individuals, we are a team. Like we very much so benefit from each other's success. So for that to happen, we're all in a virtual gym together to make that easier, so that we can all support each other's people. We want to create lifers. That's like what we really, really want, to keep our team volume up, to allow people to achieve the goals that they originally sought us out to achieve. So make sure that you're engaging that process. I know a lot of you guys are super consistent in doing that, but I just want to remind you guys. The one I'm kind of promoting, like a self-love September it's still going to be putting people into the virtual gym, but that's kind of how I'm promoting it. So if you haven't checked out my self-love September, I've been getting a lot of great feedback from that, because you guys, mindset and self-love is, so many people struggle with that. So I've had a lot of people being like, ooh, what's this all about? And it's nothing really necessarily new. It's just more so like, I'm going to be gearing some of the posts more towards like our mindset and our confidence and, the self-talk that we have to ourselves, all those kinds of things that people really, really struggle with. So yeah, I'm going to be kind of focusing on that a little bit, and I want you guys to help me out in that process. Come September, that's going to be like a really like heavy focus on the PD side of this journey. We're obviously still going to be doing all the other things. I'll still be doing all the posts around all those other things, but sharing a bit more about personal development that I've really loved, and I want you guys to feel comfortable to do that as well. Really supporting people on what's going on between their ears, because for me personally, until I worked on that, nothing else happened. Like my journey, and so since that was such a huge key piece for me, I know that that's the same for a lot of other people. And same with being coaches. If you're not doing personal development, like if you're not doing your PD, you're going to really struggle when it comes to running a business. It is so important, and I know that I could say that until my face turns blue, but like seriously, and I neglected that at the beginning of my journey, and the moment I started like consistently diving into PD, everything changed, because my confidence was through the roof, my mind was right, and if my mind is right, I can help other people get in the right spot. But if I'm not doing well on my own, then I can't help anybody, so make sure that you guys are diving into PD. We'll be really pushing that in September, and helping our people to really, because if you can figure that out, the rest of that comes, like the nutrition comes, the workouts, all that kind of stuff comes, but mindset is huge. And I could go on and on, but I feel like we are just in a society that F's us all up when it comes to mindset. So it's really, really important that we counteract that, because people need that. So feel free to promote as like a self-love September. I still do, and this is like, people have different opinions on this, but back when I started creating event pages on Facebook and inviting to them, like I'm sure you guys probably all were invited to one of my events on Facebook at some point. A lot of people have transitioned away from that. I love it, and I still do them, and I still get a lot of new people every single month because of those. So I keep a list of like people who have been interested in the past, and I have lists in the front of every single notebook that I've used for my business. And I just keep track of, if anybody even showed the slightest bit of interest, they're going on a list of whether they're interested in coaching or interested in challenge group. A lot of those people don't end up signing up right away, so I would just keep them on that list. Then when I go and create an event, so you can go look at my event, and I change the wording all the time, but feel free to use it. I go through the front pages of those notebooks and I re-invite every single month all those people who were at one point interested, because we all know like the timing varies from like people have to find their own right timing. So I always re-invite all those people plus a whole bunch of other people. You can max out at 500 people to invite to those events. And then at the end of my description, it says click interested or going if you would like more information about getting involved. And I usually have a handful of people new every single time I do those. So I love them. Some people don't think that they're super beneficial. You can take and leave whatever parts of this business that you want, but I really like doing those. So feel free to just use mine if you need, you know, some ideas on wording or how to set it up. They're very easy to do. And then I just max them out at 500 invites of my Facebook friends and see what happens. And then everybody who clicks interested or going, then I take the conversation the next step in private message. So that's what I do. And I don't know if you guys all do that as well. Do any of you guys do that? Anyone? If you don't, maybe just give it a try. I always say to try things for like 90 days and see if it sticks. You can never tell just by one time that you do something if it's going to work or not. So if it's something that you take on, try it for 3 consecutive months. It does not take that much time. Because you can just go to invite and just mass invite. And so I usually invite people who have already showed some sort of interest, and then whatever is left is random people. And then I just see, sometimes I get some people that I'm like, wait, what? Like, we just talked about this and you weren't interested a month ago, and now they're 100% in. I think it's just a different way of presenting this. And sometimes they say you have to present things like 7 times to people before they finally, you know, want to be a part of it or that it sticks for them. And so it's just a different way to present a lot of information in the description and everything without having to have that direct conversation. They can find out a lot really quickly. Let me see. Oh, I said something. 2 times I haven't got a lot. Okay. Yeah, and I think, Jenna, like, you might get better responses now maybe than maybe in the past, just because you've built such a consistent thing going now, that you've already built a lot of trust with your following, whereas maybe at the beginning, not as much, just because you're brand new. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and try them again. I think it's all in how you write that description. So make sure that it sounds like something you would want to be involved in, right? So make sure that the language is like, ooh, I would be curious about that. Like, if you're not saying that, nobody else is going to say that as well. So I'm really picky about I think a lot about how I'm writing those descriptions to make sure that they are like engaging and they're making people want to be a part of it. Yeah, so you can feel free to use mine. I make my pictures on Canva, which is the app that I have, or it's also a website. It's very easy to use, where I can just easily create some sort of template. They even have like a Facebook cover template, so that you can create that. But yeah, feel free. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, and if you have new people joining in to our challenge groups, make sure just like announce them. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, not like how we do coach intros of like, you know, picture and everything else. Like, don't worry about all that. Don't do all that craziness, because we should be adding lots of people. But just give them a shout out. Just text to say, give a big welcome to so-and-so who's joining our group. And then of course, tag them in that top thing that tells them where to get started, because that's all the prep week stuff, since we don't do like prep week anymore. So make sure you tag all your new people in the top, that they know that they need to do measurements. Here's how you access Beachbody on demand, all those other things that we always cover in prep week. Make sure you're tagging them in there, because otherwise they're going to come in and they're going to have no idea what's going on. So all new people, and then I give them a shout out, give them a welcome, so that we can all like welcome them in and make them feel comfortable. That would be, I think, a great thing to do. And then it will also, I don't know, it'll just make them feel good, I think. And I wouldn't do anything elaborate, nothing crazy. I don't even need to talk about like where you met them or anything like that. Just do a quick shout out, new member joining our fit gym, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I really had too much else for you guys. Some other things that are in the works, we're going to be working on, if any of you guys have any input on this, I'm going to be working on creating a new team logo for us, and then from there creating shirts for us as well, so that you guys will be able to purchase if you want those. Those will be great for when we go to Summit. We're going to want to have like team shirts. So I'm looking at different people that can make the logo for me. You guys know of anybody, like graphic designers or whatever, let me know. I am on the hunt to try to find a good one that can create the logo for us. So yeah, that'll be exciting. Then we'll have shirts and other random things. We'll see where it goes. For you guys that will have Team Meraki stuff on them. Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions or anything that you'd like to talk about? We have a few more minutes. Any areas that you would like some more guidance on? Yeah, Jenna, go ahead and try that. I think you'll get some good feedback from that. Yeah, open for questions if you guys have any. Did all that stuff make sense? Kind of a lot of updates at one time. Anyone? All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I will let you guys go. Just remember, new coach call is tomorrow. Mastermind calls. Oh, and then the other thing that I do weekly is the sneak peek. So you guys can feel free to plug people in who are interested in the business. It's like coaching in a nutshell. So that's a group on Facebook. You guys can deal with invite, because I mean, this business grows by you inviting to the business, right? Not necessarily just, I mean, we're not all about like product pushing and all that craziness. But you invite to help people also build a business alongside you. That being said, the coaching in a nutshell, if you're not in there, make sure you get in there. I think all of you guys are in there. But that one, Brittany and I, she's my success partner. She's also in the bots, but she's not on our team. But she runs her own business too. And so we've linked up to like kind of run some of this stuff together. And so she and I run those every Thursday. And they have all of the unit section, has all the information about coaching, videos that they can watch, all that kind of good stuff. And we may do things a little bit differently. We might kind of switch off how we're doing it a little bit. We're just playing around with it over these past couple of months to see what works. Basically how everything in this business works is just throw things at a wall and see what sticks, right? So we currently have that going, and every Thursday we go live in there, have posts in there. So feel free to plug people in as often as you want. A lot of people I'm finding are very willing to be a fly on the wall, and I even say it like that, like, come be a fly on the wall. There's no pressure at all, but just explore what this is about, because maybe it'll change your life. Like, and a lot of people will be like, okay, like, sure, plug me in, and you can invite them into that, which is super nice, because then if they don't feel like they're pressured, but then you need to make sure that you follow up with them, you know, on Friday, like the day after the group or something, and just check in on how they liked it. And then we rinse and repeat on a weekly basis. So you always have something to invite people into. You can also go the traditional route of how we have everything in the bod squad, which is, you know, like with having them fill out. Either way, you should have them fill out their app if they're interested. So after the sneak peek, if they're interested, send them your app. But you can always have them fill out your application, get on a call with them, like do the normal route, because I found like a lot of success with that as well. Figure out what works for you, but we just have made this coaching in a nutshell things that you guys can mass invite and have something to be inviting to. So feel free to add people in. That's for you guys. And if you see us going live and things like that, feel free to tune in, share your stuff, be a part of it. But if you have people who are interested or have been on the fence about coaching, whatever, feel free to invite them into that. That group is nice. It gives them everything that they would want to know, especially those like type A people that like really need to know everything about everything before they make a decision. That's a good group for them, because they'll get everything that they want. Between all the unit section and our live videos, they'll have all that info. I think that's everything though. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have any questions. You guys good? Make sense? Okay. So next things we have then is, so we'll do these calls the third Sunday of every month. Typically, I think there's not usually going to be this many updates. So usually we'll focus in on something, you know, for you guys' business, to kind of, you know, do some updates at the beginning, do some, you know, some growth for your business and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, so then the wake up calls tomorrow morning, new coach call tomorrow night. Stay tuned to the Bod Squad stuff. They always are running like team workouts. Like we obviously do our team workouts Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. But they do, I think every Wednesday, they have a variety of times, I think every Wednesday. Variety of different times that you can plug in if you want to do a live workout with everyone. Those are super fun. It's great to collaborate. I mean, this business is so much more fun when you're doing it as a team than just trying to do everything all by yourself. So tune into those whenever you're available and if you want to. It's a great way to meet other people in the Bod Squad that you might not know because they're not on our team. That's kind of fun. Yeah, and they're always doing like live power hours and things like that, especially if you're new. And even if you're not, like I still tune into those power hours all the time because it's a great way to knock out your power hour with zero distractions. They keep you on track. You plow through a lot of stuff in an hour, and sometimes it's even less than an hour. So it's all of your stuff on your business activity tracker, but they just kind of strategize it as like, okay, for the next 5 minutes, you're doing this, and that is all you're focusing on, and you are knocking out as many invites or as many, ads to your network, like whatever it is. They structure a power hour, and if you're brand new, it's kind of fun to be a part of it because all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's not so bad. All of a sudden, like that goes by really quick, and I am done with my business for the day. So tune into those as you see those happening. Definitely a good experience to kind of show you what uninterrupted time in your business can do for you. I know a lot of us work in little pockets of time, but it's kind of cool when you can tune into those and just knock it all out. So, all right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for jumping on. It was awesome to see all your beautiful faces. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to try to save this recording and post it. I have not done that before, so we're going to try. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you do not have mentorship calls set up, reach out to me and we can collaborate on that. Jordan, we need to have your GSR because you're brand spanking new. Welcome to our team and everything. So we'll just have to make sure that we get all you guys' calls set up. I think I have a few of you guys on the books. I know I have a few mentorship calls, but if you haven't, make sure to just connect with me and that we can get those set up. Those are super, super, super important. They'll help your business a lot. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. I will chat with you guys soon. Okay. Bye, guys.